Welcome back, everyone, to CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 5:30 on this Thursday morning. The New York Rangers took care of business with the Tampa Bay Lightning, 6-2. Game 2 is set for June 3rd on ESPN and ESPN Plus. That's where face-off begins at 8 o'clock p.m. Actress Jada Pinkett Smith opens her silence about the famous slap that happened at the Oscar Awards on March 27th. She reflected on a moment during her Facebook show entitled Red Table Talk. Will Smith slapping the daylights out of Chris Rock. I don't know what the future holds for Will Smith, my favorite actor, but he better not slap Chris Rock like that again. To the latest now on a defamation trial. A jury in Virginia ruled that Johnny Depp was awarded $15 million and Amber Heard was awarded $2 million for countersuit. This news story is definitely getting me baffled by the millisecond, folks. And it all happens way too fast. Today, Britain's own Queen Elizabeth II is making her Platinum Jubilee after being on the throne for nearly 70 years. Let's get the latest on that news story from my Aunt Jan Carabeo. I'm excited like a kid in a candy store. Good morning to you, Auntie Jan Carabeo. Take it away with what you got.
Will be riding in carriages and on horseback, and this is just the first big event of many big events there happening over the next 4 days. Finishing touches are underway across the pond for Queen Elizabeth's Big Bash. Her armed forces are rehearsing around the clock for a Platinum Jubilee, a party 70 years in the making.
It's a massive milestone. No British monarch in history has ever reached a Platinum Jubilee, and we are unlikely to ever see it again.
The 96-year-old Queen took the throne 70 years ago today. The closest runner-up is her great-great-grandmother Victoria, who served 63 years. Most Brits today have never even known another monarch.
I just think it's an amazing thing that the Queen's been on the throne for 70 years. It's quite historic.
I am a Queen fan. I think it just reminds me of good memories from childhood of doing all the Jubilee stuff at school.
Because the Queen isn't getting around as easily as she once did, she won't be attending every event, but she is setting time aside for family, including Prince Harry and Meghan, who flew in from California with their 2 children.
It's very likely that Harry and Meghan will visit the Queen on Saturday for Lilibet's first birthday. She's never met her before. I mean, it'll be an extraordinary meeting. How sweet will that be?
And how about this sweet treat? It's what the Brits call a pudding. The Jubilee's official dessert, a 7-layer lemon trifle in honor of the Queen's 7 decades of service. And one of the other big events of the next 4 days involves a party at the Palace. It's a big old concert with stars like Diana Ross, Elton John, and Alicia Keys.
Wow, that's pretty amazing right there. I don't have a ticket, but I really am proud to see Auntie Liz making a royal turn of events for right there. All right, thank you for the details, Auntie Jan. Appreciate it. Let's get one final check on the Eyewitness News forecast with Larissa Abreu, and then one final check on the traffic with Chandler Lutz, my aunt. Take it away, you two.
Dealing with relatively quiet conditions, but things are going to take a turn for us. If you stepped outside, you've already noticed it is a much more cooler start to the day compared to where we were yesterday by almost 15 degrees in some spots, and our weather watchers are also agreeing we're off to a cooler start. We'll start things off with our list, and a lot of you are reporting temperatures in the 60s. We start off with Todd, who's in Glen Mills, 64 degrees outside of his door. Eileen's house, she's in Gilbertsville, 63 degrees. Out towards Gloucester Township, New Jersey, is 65 degrees there. John in Philly, he's reporting a temperature of 64. Let's see some other observations. We head out towards Ed Connor's house. He's in Chesterfield, New Jersey, also in the low 60s. And Jaime Medina actually left us a little note, and he says it's a refreshing morning. I noticed the temperatures outside of his house, 65. He's in Newark, Delaware, and it is cooler compared to where we were yesterday. Yesterday, a lot of us woke up to temperatures in the 80s and 70s. It was feeling quite tropical. Today, these temperatures are in the 60s, as we just showed you. A few showers being detected out to our west, and that will continue to stream on by as the morning pushes on. Not severe. That severe weather threat begins to unfold. After 2 p.m. this afternoon, scattered showers and storms going to be likely here. And these are our primary impacts. Strong winds leading the board. We can see wind gusts as high as 60 miles an hour, certainly capable of knocking a few things over. Couple that with large hail, also a possibility with any one of these stronger storms. Locally heavy rain, flooding going to be an issue, Chandler, but here's the good news. Once we clear this out, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday look fantastic.
That'll be a relief. So run the errands earlier today versus later on. That's my plan, that's for sure. As you travel up this morning, at least the road conditions are looking nice. No big accidents to report, but as we mentioned, the same ship that opened the Tony Palmyra Bridge about 20 or so minutes ago now has the Burlington Bristol on standby. It is traveling northbound. So if you are traveling out, I would avoid the Burlington Bristol, maybe take the PA Connector Bridge as you're heading out the door. You will see some delays there. Down in South Jersey, we'll take a live look at Route 73 where it meets the AC.
Wow, that AC Expressway does look jam-packed. But I'm a little worried about the SEPTA buses being delayed and whatnot, as well with the New Jersey Transit. All right, Aunt Chandler, thank you very much. Let's look at this morning's top stories. A gunman starts to open fire inside a medical office building in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He killed 4 people before he killed himself. Investigators said the man was carrying a handgun. Then he used a rifle to use both weapons during the attack. Breaking overnight, 19-year-old man was in stable condition after a drive-by shooting happened way too fast at 17th and John Fitzgerald Kennedy Boulevard. Bullets also riddled a business there. Investigators are going through surveillance video to try to figure out who pulled the trigger. And the Phillies' losing streak is over. After two two-run home runs came from Nick Maton and Kyle Schwarber. The Phillies will start their series with Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim this weekend, Friday, June 3rd through Sunday, June 5th. We're coming right back. Stay with us, everybody.